Hello, my name is Samuel Lin, and to answer this question, I believe that one of the most surprising and impactful scientific discoveries of the last 5 years is something that's changing how we think about intelligence itself. And especially for me as a future physician, it's reshaping how I imagine the future of medicine. Today, I would like to dive into AI models and how they're affecting neuroscience and medicine today. In 2022, researchers from MIT and Meta found that large language models like ChatGPT don't just process words in clever ways. Their internal architecture actually mirrors how the human brain processes language. That's right. AI models trained purely on data showed patterns of activity that align with how our brains light up during reading and comprehension. This finding was shocking. In this study, researchers used fMRI data to monitor how real human brains activated while processing language. When they compared these brain maps to the activations within AI models like GPT-2, GPT-3, GPT-4, they saw an uncanny resemblance. By having no body, emotions, or life experience, these models formed internal structures that function like parts of our language network. But this breakthrough isn't just about understanding AI. It's giving us a new lens to look at to be able to understand ourselves. For medicine, these implications are drastic. As someone pursuing a career in medicine, I think about patients who've lost their ability to speak after a stroke, or children with developmental language disorders, or those even with degenerative diseases like ALS. With AI systems that simulate human language processing, we may soon be able to map, predict, and even repair damaged linguistic barriers and cognitive function. For example, something I thought about these days is just imagining a rehab program powered by AI that can simulate your brain's former processing patterns and then retrain them, kind of like physical therapy. For surgical teams or even anesthesiologists, like the kind I hope to work with, this opens a lot of doors to understanding not just how someone feels pain or sedation, but how they might think, process, and respond based on their neural signature. Even beyond the brain, this predictive processing model can support clinical decision making. AI can help forecast patient responses to medications or therapies on brain simulations, and it kind of creates a more personalized treatment for the patients, especially in medicine. And for patients with cognitive impairments, AI language models can one day serve as bridges, helping those who've lost speech to be understood again. This discovery reshapes the boundary between biology and technology. It tells us that intelligence is learning in context. As someone preparing to serve patients in the future, many of whom are going to face neurological and cognitive challenges, I see this finding to hopefully be a large turning point. By learning how machines mimic our thought patterns, we may be finally unlocking how to restore, support, and even rebuild human cognition. Thank you.